Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Phil. I appreciate you being here and watching this. And don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. I appreciate it. Today we are going to talk about the 2023 lineup of Suzuki motorcycles. Let's get started. Okay, so starting off in the lower end, some interesting changes for Suzuki this year. We start off with the scooters, and we note that there is no 2023 model for the Bergman 200. We start off with the Bergman 400. We don't spend a lot of time on scooters, but it's a 400cc starting at $8,600. And then we continue on with the off-road. Both of the off-road bikes are considered youth bikes as far as how they categorize them anyway. We start off with the DR Z50, which is a youth 50cc 4-stroke, 3-speed, 0.8 gallon tank, 22-inch seat height, 120 pounds for $2,500. And then the DR Z125L, which is a 125cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 1.3 gallon tank, 32-inch seat height, 196 pounds for $3,500. Alright, we move on to the motocross. So we're kind of moving into just from the standard off-road to the more competition track, dirt track kind of motocross bikes. We have the RM85, which is considered a youth bike. It is 85cc, 2-stroke, 6-speed, 1.3 gallon tank, 33.5-inch seat height, 161 pounds for $4,500. And then the RMZ250, which is a 250cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 1.66 gallon tank, 37.5-inch seat height, 233 pounds for $7,900. And then the RMZ 450. 450cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 1.7 gallon tank, 37.8-inch seat height, 247 pounds, $9,000. Alright, so just obviously you've noticed this, but just to note that each of the bikes that does the motocross competition bikes, they have a different color. So Honda's red and Yamaha's blue, Kawasaki is green, and the Suzuki is yellow. Okay, so we move to the Supermoto. They only have one model, that is the DR Z400SM. This bike has been around for a really long time. In fact, one of my buddies just bought a used one of these, fixer-upper, and he's working on over the winter getting it up and running. But it is definitely the DR Z400 Supermoto. 400cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 2.6 gallon tank, 35-inch seat height, 322 pounds for $7,800. And then we move to the dual sports. We have the DRZ 400S, which is a 400cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 2.6 gallon tank, very similar to the Supermoto as far as specs go. Slightly higher seat height at 36.8. Slightly less weight at 317 pounds for only $7,100. And then the DR 650S Dual Sport. 645cc 4-stroke, 5-speed, 3.4 gallon tank, 34.8-inch seat height, 366 pounds for $7,000. Yes, the 650cc engine is actually cheaper than the 400cc. Not sure why that is. I'm sure if we look at the real detailed specs, we'll find that out. But anyway, that is it for the dual sports. So one thing I like about the Suzukis, I guess I like it about the Suzukis, I notice when I've done all the other bikes, the Honda, Kawasaki, and Yamaha, that they tend to have a lot of different versions of all these bikes. And Suzuki is a little more simple in that sense, that they just have a couple versions, and it's a little bit, to me, it makes it a little bit easier to narrow down your choices as far as which one you want to buy, that kind of a thing. So I don't know, I kind of like that, having the simple version, not so many 10 versions of this and 10 different dual sports and 14 different whatever. Anyway, I kind of like that about Suzuki in the sense that it's a little more simplified lineup here. All right, we move on to the ADV bikes, adventure bikes, very popular bikes from what I understand. They're basically the V-strom models. So we start with the V-strom 650. We have the 645cc 4-stroke 6-speed engine, 5.3 gallon tank, 32.9 inch seat height, 470 pounds for $9,100. The 650 XT comes in white with spoked wheels instead of cast wheels for $9,600. And then the XT Adventure includes the hard shell saddlebags, and that is $10,800. All right, we move on to the V-strom 800 DE. Not sure what the DE stands for, but anyway, it's a 776cc 4-stroke 6-speed parallel twin now. Finally, we get to the parallel twin engines. 5.3 gallon tank, 33.7 inch seat height, 507 pounds. No price listed on the website. Price to be announced. And of course, the adventure model has saddlebags as well. Again, price to be announced. And then V-strom 1050. So they have removed the 1050 XT and XT Adventure models for 2023. At least they don't have any listed yet. This is a 1037cc 4-stroke 6-speed V-twin instead of parallel twin. 5.3 gallon tank, 33.7 inch seat height, 534 pounds for $15,200. Now I'm guessing that the XT and XT Adventure have been removed because they've added the DE, the 1050 DE, which has a 34.6 inch seat height instead of 33.7 and is about 20 pounds more at 554 for $16,000, and then the DE Adventure, which has the saddlebags on it, for $17,600. All right, that's it for the adventure bikes, the V-strom models. We move on to the sport models, the ever so famous Gixxer. The Gixxer 250, GSX 250, they do not have a model listed for 2023 on their website yet. They still have 2022 available, of course, but there's no 2023 model. So we start off with the Gixxer R600, which is 600cc 4-stroke 6-speed inline 4, 4.5 gallon tank, 31.9 inch seat height, 412 pounds, $11,700. And then the Gixxer R600Z comes in the metallic blue for $11,800, just a $100 price increase on that. We then move to the Gixxer R750, the GSX R750, 750cc 4-stroke 6-speed inline 4, 4.5 gallon tank, 31.9 inch seat height, 419 pounds, $12,850. And then again the 750Z metallic blue color for $12,950. We move on to the GSX R1000, the Gixxer 1000, which is a 1000cc 4-stroke 6-speed inline 4, 4.2 gallon tank, 32.5 inch seat height, 443 pounds, $16,150. Or the 1000R for $18,200. I'm guessing the R stands for racing, so I'm sure there's some special upgrades on that, whether it be in the electronics as well as different things, your braking, your handling, all that stuff, to account for the $2,000 increase in price. And then the 1000RZ, which is the blue metallic, for $18,300. Again, $100 upcharge for that blue metallic paint. And then, of course, we get to the 2023 Gen 3 Hayabusa. Still on the Gen 3, but 2023 model. 1340cc 4-stroke 6-speed inline 4, 5.3 gallon tank, 31.5 inch seat height, 582 pounds, $18,800. All right, so that is it for the sports bikes. Again, a fairly simple and decent lineup, ranging from 600 to 1340. We now move to the street or naked bikes. We have the GSX S750, GSX S1000 GT, and the S1000 GT Plus. At this point, do not have models out for 2023. Also, the Suzuki Katana has not had a model since 2020. That was the last time they had a model on that for the Katana. So that leaves us with the SV650, which is a 645cc 4-stroke 6-speed V-twin again, 3.8 gallon tank, 30.9 inch seat height, 432 pounds, $7,400. They have an ABS version in blue for $78.50, only a $450 upcharge for the ABS. And then we have the GSX S1000, the Street 1000. So a 1000cc 4-stroke 6-speed inline 4 cylinder, 5-gallon tank, 31.9 inch seat height, 472 pounds for $11,500. And then we have the GSX, the one new bike they have for 2023, the GSX 8S. The V-strom 800DE might be new since price has not been announced for that. I'm not sure on that. But again, we have the GSX 8S. 8S is the other bike that does not have a price on it yet. This is a 776 4-stroke 6-speed parallel twin instead of V-twin, 3.7 gallon tank, 31.9 inch seat height, 445 pounds, and again, price to be announced. And at this point, at least, as of right now, there are no more cruisers with 2023 models. So 2022 models only for the Boulevard C50, the C50T, which is their touring model, and the M109 Boss. All three of their cruisers at this point do not have 2022 or 2023 models. So it'll be interesting to see if they come out with them later on or if they are cutting them. I do not know yet what they're doing with that. And that is it, folks. Fairly short lineup for Suzuki for 2023. They've scratched a few models: the Bergman 200, the GSX 250, the GSX S750, S1000 GT, GT Plus, and the Katana, and of course the 3 cruiser models. So that's what's left for the Suzuki lineup. As far as which ones I'd like to try, I'd be interested in trying a V-strom model. Probably the 650 has the lowest seat height as far as that goes. And then, of course, I'd be interested in checking out a Hayabusa just to take it for a spin. I'd probably be too scared to really, push it or whatever. Those things can go super fast. I'm not really interested in doing crazy speeds on bikes. But it'd be interesting to try one. I think the GSX, the SV650 or the GSX 8S naked bikes would be interesting to try. They're very cool looking bikes, but that's kind of what I'd be interested in trying out. Other than that, not a whole lot in the Suzuki. Again, I like the simplified lineup that they have, and prices seem decent. They're a little bit high, I think, but in comparison to other bikes, but they do seem decent. So anyway, that's it for the Suzuki lineup. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next video of the 2023 lineups. I will talk to you all later.